old broccolini, you know, usually we just boil it, but by putting it on the open flame, we get a gorgeous, intense, nutty flavour from it. It goes so well with kangaroo. And we'll just pop them on. And because they're so small, they don't take long at all. What we're looking for is still a crunchy broccolini, but just a charred outside. I can already start to smell it toasting. Also, these are some pickled onions. Now, what I've done is just cut the onions in half, and I've just taken the little petals away from each other, so just separating it. So I'm also going to put them on the rack over the open flame, just to get some colour around the rim of the onion. So I'll just add a few of those. Now I'm going to give this kangaroo just another minute and I'll turn it over and finish cooking it. We have to rest it also. And I'm not the only one that's going to enjoy this dish. I can see an eagle just circling me. None for you, all for me. Okay, this kangaroo is perfectly cooked, so I'm going to take it out of the pan now and just place it on the board to rest. That gives me enough time to make a quick sauce. Also, the broccolini is perfectly charred, still nice and crisp in the centre. And have a look at these gorgeous onion petals. See how they're blackened on the outside? That's flavour, I love that. All right, in this pan, I'm going to deglaze with some red wine. Red wine and kangaroo go so nicely together. But just to give it a bit of a zing, I'll add some of the pickling liquid from the jarred onions. This is almost going to give it a bit of a sweet and sour flavour. We're also going to get that sweet and sour flavour from these gorgeous rosellas. And what I've been doing is just taking the small petals away, just almost pinching it and then removing it. You can see the bud inside. And what we eat are the petals. So intense in flavour. Okay, this is reduced nicely. So now we can add just a small amount of stock. And this will reduce quite quickly because we've got a rapid boil. Oh, it smells good. And just to give it an extra dimension, some star anise. I'm going to add 2 star anise. This one's just broken in half. And just warm it up in this red wine sauce. And automatically you'll get that licorice scent from it. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, so let's plate up. This has been resting. I'm going to cut it on an angle. I want you to see how perfectly cooked inside it is. See how juicy that is. It's so lean. I love kangaroo. And you know what? It's actually quite readily available now, not just here in the Northern Territory, but everywhere in Australia. It's a great substitute for beef. So once you've sliced it, I'll just get that last little end bit there. Have a taste. Oh. So juicy. I love that. And I'll just spread that out like a marionetta, just so we can show off that gorgeous pink colour. Now, just to round off this sauce, I'll add about a teaspoon of butter, and we'll just swirl that in there. Make sure it comes together, and look how glossy it becomes, just divine. Now I've got my spoon. I'll take out the star anise. They've done their job. We'll just scoop that sauce and just around the meat and around the plate. I love my sauce, so I'm going to add a generous amount. We'll turn the heat off, and then I'll take these gorgeous broccolini and just rest them over the meat and on the plate. Our pickled onions that have been charred, and then our rosella. We'll just scatter them on the plate.